Wagwan, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, it has been a while. So I said before I load any material on to this YouTube channel, like I just gotta update y'all and sis and what's been going on with sis. I started off 2022 with COVID. Yes, my beloved and I, we ended up getting COVID around Christmas time, and we had COVID up until New Year's. We had no real New Year celebration, and we were just sick. And let me just say, like, to all of you that have experienced COVID, I'm there with you. I send you my love, my compassion, and my empathy, because it is no joke. Around that time, I was so tired, my body was aching, I felt so horrible. And not only that, but when it was time for recovery, even then I was feeling tired and I just wasn't feeling like myself. And it took me a really long time to get back to a full recovery. And even now, I don't think like I'm 100%. I feel like I'm maybe about 98% recovered. But this is just to say that this virus is no joke and it does a number on you. The second thing that happened is getting out of this funk of COVID and moving more into productivity and more into the goals that I had set for myself. I must admit that this year I am behind. And I am behind when it comes to my goals. I'm behind when it comes to my service. And I feel like I'm just in this space of catch up, right? I remembered when I got my 2 lateral flow tests as negative once I recovered. And I was so excited to do work and to get ready and to jump back into the swing of things. And y'all, I had zero energy. So even though you've recovered from COVID, your body is tired. And I think that took me some time to really accept that, listen, even though you don't have it anymore, you gotta like honor your body. So it put me in a little bit of a rut. And I think my husband realized that. So he was so sweet to organize, well, he didn't organize it, I organized it. Because you know, we women, we know how to organize these trips. But he was kind enough to like be like, let's take a trip. And he just gave me the card and I did what I needed to do for us in terms of like bookings and all of that. And I found that was just so sweet. But y'all, I had so much anxiety when it came to travel. Like, as you know right now, COVID, travel is so difficult. You have to fill out so many stupid forms. And then even if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, they're asking for all these tests and it just costs so much money. And I was like really overwhelmed with it. And I actually said to my beloved, I didn't even think we should go. Like I was ready to cancel everything. I didn't realize that being home and not going out, you're really getting into this space of playing it safe. And y'all, I did not realize how much I was playing it safe. I just realized what this whole quarantine and self-isolation and staying at home mandates, what it did to my mental health and how I was playing it safe. So my husband pushed me. He was like, no, we're not canceling. We're going to do this thing. And I pushed through, did all of the forms and all of that. And of course, I am the one doing all of these things because, as I said, women in particular, we know how to handle this. And yeah, we finally got to Turkey and Turkey was beautiful. And I'm so happy that I did it. And I just want to say, if there is anyone that is watching this video and you are in this space of staying at home because the government keeps telling you need to stay at home and you're worried about COVID and all of that, let me just say, take my stupid advice, try to travel. If that is your desire, if that is what your heart is yearning for, try. And of course, please be safe. But I do think that, you know, we need to break through this kind of shield that we are cocooning ourselves in and really start to recognize that the world is still accessible. It has become a little bit more difficult and a little bit more overwhelming, but the world is still accessible. So please, if you want to travel, honey, you go and do it. And I'm glad that I did because we had a time in Turkey. The Turkish tea was yummy. I tried to vlog in Turkey, but you know what? Again, I didn't have the energy for it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And I really just wanted to enjoy my trip with my beloved. It was actually my first trip with my beloved outside of the UK. And yeah, we really enjoyed each other. We went to Cappadocia, which is known for its beautiful landscape as well as the hot air balloons, and we just made memories. And now we're actually thinking about what is our next trip, and I'm just so happy that we invigorated ourselves and pushed ourselves to go there. Once I got back to London, honey, it was pace, and it still is pace, right? Even shooting this video right now, I'm like sneaking some time because right after this I have clients. But I came back to London and it has just been so busy again, playing catch up. And it really got me to thinking that there must be a better way. There must be a better way to the way that I am operating my life and the way that I'm operating business and that sort of thing. And I've really just realized that my time is being taken up in so many projects and I haven't really been present with them. And it's truly because I'm catching up. And I can't wait to just exit this space of what feels like catch up and just rest and just be. I've really decided to focus on for myself going forward is doing the work that I absolutely enjoy. You know, that work that just inspires you, that work that you can do for hours on end. Yes, that's the type of work that I want to do. And I've just really been looking at how I'm using my time and what needs to change. And I'll give you an example. I spend pretty much a lot of time on social media and creating content. And when I did this exercise, like low impact, high impact, I just feel like social media is a lot of high effort, but I do feel like it can be very low impact, especially if you're in this content race. You feel like you always have to create content, you always have to be posting, you always have to put out something. And I started to feel like that. And honey, when I feel like that, it's no longer inspiring for me. And I'm now at this space where I'm like, nah, I don't wanna keep moving in this way. I don't wanna keep creating in this way. This is not the true way that I want to be using my time, taking up space and influencing. And this is pretty crucial for me in particular because I wear the hat of academic, I wear the hat of entrepreneur, I wear the hat of coach. Common thread in it all is research and academia. It's truly my passion. It's truly who I am. It's truly my sweet spot. It's the thing that fills me up and brings me joy, even though I have videos from my PhD where I was losing my mind. But I must say that it is my love. It is my love. And I'm really coming back to this space of wanting to spend more time in academia and less time in, you know, the content race, you know. And of course, yes, I'll still create content, but it's going to have a different feel to it, and it's going to be more focused on, you know, that academic rigor, that intellectual curiosity that I have, because I feel like I'm covering a lot of things, but to say that I'm like deeply present with it and deeply immersed in it is not happening. And this is how I know that this ain't working, this ain't feeling right. So listen, we gonna fix that. So the other thing that is going on in my life is I have started an accreditation program, and it is for my business Alpha Student, and I am doing that until May. So honey, they have classes on Saturdays and on Tuesdays. So your girl is back in school. Yes, your girl is back in school, but I am excited about it because finally I get to put me first and put my development first. I spend so much time like serving and giving to my clients and giving to my audience, and I love doing it. But I have to be honest about when I need to prioritize me. I need to prioritize my development. And quite frankly, I am no good to you if, honey, I'm not like continuously learning. I'm no good. You know, so, and again, as an intellect, as an academic, just honoring that curiosity that I have for knowledge. And honey, once I'm finished with that, prices are going up. Work is being limited and selected intentionally. And it's about working smarter, not harder. You know, like just not always in the space of doing, but just gracefully selecting, intentionally choosing what you want to do. Like that is really where I want to be at the moment. So I'm working on that as well too, because that's the second half of 2022. It needs to hit right. That's how I feel. So the other thing that has been going on in my life is my business, and I would have mentioned this a couple of times, but my business Alpha Astute is a coaching and consultancy company, and this year I am determined to build a team for my business. And it's time, it's time. I think that my business has gotten to a place where it can stand on its own. It doesn't have to rely on my brand, and I'm ready to bring in some fresh talent, some talent that is committed, that they have drive, they have that level of excellence and knowledge that they're going to bring to the table. And I'm really excited about seeing my business build a team of its own and run itself. That's the goal. So right now we've already shortlisted for an executive assistant, and we actually have interviews next week, and I'm going to open up another spot for a coach to come in, and it probably might be 2 spots that I open. It all depends. But yes, I'm building a team for my business. And the other thing that I'm doing as well too is I have created a mentorship community for women. Now, this is the thing that I am actually most happy about, and it's the thing that has really given me the opportunity to blend service with academia, spirituality with academia, and do it on my terms. When I think about doing a PhD and why I did a PhD, it wasn't to work for nobody. It wasn't to work for institutions to tell me how to teach and how to do things. It was really for me to use my education to create and to make learning enjoyable, and to make a safe space for minorities and Black people in particular, so that they feel seen, so that they can be inspired, so that they can be in a space where they feel supported. And I'm so happy that I was able to launch my Go Bravely mentorship community. Shout out to the women that are in there. But I must say, we have such a beautiful community of women, strong women, phenomenal women that are willing to take risks, women that are willing to bet on themselves. And I think that, that is the purpose. That is purposeful work for me. It's because you get the opportunity to connect with people, to reach people, to inspire people, to teach people. And that's really what I'm here to do. So I'm looking forward to building up that mentorship community even more. So honey, if you are listening, you like the way that I flow, you like my ethos, you like how I am a dynamic woman, and you want to join in on a community because you feel like you're being seen, then please consider my Go Bravely mentorship community. The link is down there. I would love for you to, subscribe. It is a monthly subscription. So honey, I'm teaching people how to not just thrive, but also invest in themselves. And this is why it's a very small investment, because if you don't learn how to invest in you, then how are you going to take the risk to invest in your business, or invest in a house, or invest in a car, or invest in your education? I just feel like these small things really help women to see themselves and to prioritize themselves. So if this resonates with you, I look forward to seeing you in the Go Bravely mentorship community. All right. The other update I have for you, and this is another update that I'm really excited about. I am going home. Yes, but I am finally getting to go home. Y'all, it has been a long time coming, and I'm so excited about going home and seeing my parents, and also meet up with my friends and my best friend Melissa. Big up yourself. But finally I'm getting to see them, and I just feel like it's time. I booked my ticket, and then just last week I was thinking, should I change the flight so that I can leave a little earlier, because that's how bad I'm ready to get out of London and to go home and to be in some sunshine, to eat some good Caribbean food, to be around some jovial people, to connect with my Caribbean identity, and to just flex and finesse home. I'm really looking forward to that. And home will always be home. Nobody could take that from you. So that is something I'm looking forward to, and I would be in the region for some time, and my intention is to rest for most of it, but there are little things that I'm going to do as well. Stay tuned. I would also be visiting some other islands in the Caribbean. So if you are from the Caribbean, tell me, where are you in the Caribbean, and let me know if I should come and vibe. Let me know, put it in the comments. And this leads me to London. Y'all, I gotta be honest. I really do feel like my time in London is coming to an end. And I don't feel sad about it. It's just a very sober knowing. And I don't know if any of you all have experienced this before, where your soul is like telling you it's time for something new. That's how I feel. When I came to London, I came with the sole intention to pursue further education. This is where I've done my PhD. And I've been here now for 5 years, going on 5 years. I do feel like what I came for in London, I have received. And London has been phenomenal and super kind to me. And it has really allowed me to blossom on my own terms, to find my way, to get clear on who I am, to get so clear on what I want to do and what I'm here to do. And I am ready for something new. I'm ready to experience a new place, and I'm ready to be closer to home as well too. I'm ready to be closer to family and friends. And I'm just seeing that, you know, I think London has run its course. And I'm not sad about it at all. I'm actually very excited to leave. I'm very excited to leave because I am ready for something more. So I don't know what that is going to look like just yet. I said I'm going to go home for a bit and enjoy home for a bit, and maybe some revelations may come to me. But I do know that my time is coming to an end, and I may not be in London for another year. Like, it might be, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And you know, you just got to do what your life is ready for. And for those of you that are ready for a change, you're feeling it inside of your soul. It's almost like it's a very unnerving and uneasy feeling. And that is literally the word. I feel very uneasy. I feel very like stuck almost, kind of like there is so much to do, but I just feel like I don't have the room, the space, the environment to do really what I want to do. And this is how I know, okay, I've outgrown this space. So, you know, pay attention to what you're feeling, pay attention to what's going on in your life and your emotions, and just honor it. And don't be afraid to go bravely, and take your time as well too with it. Like, I'm not rushing anything, but I am honoring what I'm feeling, and I do know that the time is near. The time is near. Where I move to, honey, I don't know. You just gotta stay tuned for that. No idea where I'm going to move, but just stay updated and maybe you would know. With that said, beautiful people, you are light, you are love, and you are destined for greatness. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this long video, but I sincerely appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in another video. So go bravely. Mwah! Bye.